Okay, good. I can see I can look like from here down. It's like perfect.
Oh, then I need to
Love
just
it.
move my screen.
Perfect. Well, it's nice to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you too, Corey.
So, tell me, can you share a little bit about like, I think it was Alan. Maybe you could share a little bit about like how we even had an opportunity for you to get involved with me and fix my report and uh,
Yeah.
what?
So Alan Holmes is our loan broker, and we were deciding to refinance our house, and we ran our credit report, which has always been impeccable.
Right.
And lo and behold, there was a ding on my credit, and my credit had gone from nearly perfect all the way down to in the 600s. And as a result, that was going to negatively impact our ability to get the rates that we wanted, that were available at the time.
Yeah.
So Alan put us in touch with you, Corey.
Yeah.
And I have to say, at first, I was definitely skeptical. I thought that the fee seemed high,
Yeah.
and that who is this person, and what really could they do more so than I could do. And my husband met with you, and we gave you the opportunity to really meet your what you told us that you would be able to do for us, which was to get that ding removed on my credit report. And lo and behold, just a few weeks later, you were able to do it. So I went from being very skeptical to being a really big believer that, there is an ability to improve your credit score. And we all know how important credit is right now in this day and age.
Yeah.
So, you have to have that perfect score in order to get the rates.
Yeah, I think your scores are going to be up probably over 70 points, which will bring you back well into the darn near 800.
Yeah, and I
Which
mean, and that's perfect. I mean, when I really looked at what your fee was, and my husband and I kind of did the analysis, if we could get the rate that we are going to be able to get, which is in the high threes, the money that we will save in that first year, over and above, pays for the fee that we were going to have,
right,
with you. And the fact that we're locking in this rate for 30 years over
brilliant.
the life of the loan, it's become silly to even think that you even cared about paying a fee like this.
Yeah, isn't that fantastic? It's so great to hear because most people get about a 6 times return on investment, 4 to 6 times their first year. And
Yeah.
over a 5 year, it's a massive savings, a massive amount of savings. And when I met with your husband, one of the things he shared with me was that you guys really want to start buying some real estate. And you got to have impeccable numbers to be able to really get great rates in buying real estate. So
Yeah. I mean, I think that it's almost not fair that we have the ability to work with someone like you. I mean, I think of the mass population at large, and how if their credit score has been negatively impacted, how A, they may not even know that people like you exist and that there is an opportunity, or B, they're just so scared to use that money that they
yeah,
have to invest. But really, you have to think long term with your credit, and this is a number that stays with you forever. So it just really does become so important to invest wisely in making sure that your credit is where it needs to be.
yeah, that's fabulous. So now with the new scores, what are you going to be doing? Are you buying a new place that you're going to be doing the refi?
Well, we're going to be refinancing our current home, the home that we live in, our primary residence, and we are always actively looking to buy more real estates. We're invested in apartment buildings,
Oh,
so
fabulous.
we're constantly looking, and constantly have offers out, and really that credit score becomes imperative.
Yeah. One of the other things after, I've bought and sold a great deal of real estate myself and throughout the years back in Chicago and little in Hawaii and Texas and Florida and Connecticut and Virginia and Indiana and Michigan. And when I was sharing with Bucky about, having you guy, one of his concerns was that he was just too young,
Yeah.
and didn't people like wouldn't believe him, that he was that skillful. And one of the things that we talked about was being able to have you guys have the structure in such a way that you actually go out and raise some capital
Yeah,
to go out and start your own investment fund.
we would love that.
Yeah, and that's so above and beyond the credit side of things. I mean, I'm glad I was able to make an impact, and you'll be able to save a ton of money on your mortgage payment. the bigger picture is what's next, right? And
Yeah.
what's next. And, if there's something that I can support you guys with around being able to build your portfolio and your asset base even greater than what it is, it's my pleasure.
Yeah, well, we would look forward to maybe having that opportunity to work with you more so in the future.
That's great. That's great. Well, if you need anything, or if you or your husband need anything, or your loan officer, Alan needs anything, and I definitely want to say, thank you to Alan for having introduced us, and you've been very, very generous and spending some time with me today. And I know you got your little baby in the background, so I know you're going to have to you're going to break the call off. So thank you very much for your generosity. Thank you for being great. Thanks for putting the trust and the faith in me and my word and my promise. And I'm here 100% if you need anything else.
Yeah, absolutely, Corey. I didn't have any trust in or faith in you until you delivered on it, and you did. So, that is the first step in building that relationship. And
Yeah.
I will say that since we kind of have worked together and, you've removed any negative history on my credit, I've already shared your name and your information with a few other people who we know who deal with, folks who have money who are looking to refinance and other loan brokers. And so,
Well, thank you.
we're sharing it already.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. It's all word of mouth and all personal credibility. So thank you for both you and your husband are highly credible people, and so is Alan. And it's always nice to work with good people.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, Corey.
Well, thank you, and thanks for making the effort to make this phone call.
Yeah, I'm glad I finally got the Skype downloaded.
Awesome.
Okay,
Awesome.
take care.
Thank you. Take care. Be well.
Bye.
Bye.